use that time and that feeling as the reminder to say, okay, this is what I'm praying about. This is why I'm seeking the Lord. And like, especially if you do it for like multiple days or like a full day, then you'll be doing stuff. Like if you have to go to school or go to work, like go to school and go to work. It is best though. It is best if you can try to free up your schedule as much as possible to really focus on this time with God. It is best to free up your schedule as much as possible. But like go to work, go to school, do your thing. But maybe that night if you're skipping supper, instead of, wasting time being on your phone, use that time you would have been eating supper as time with God. And a lot of times, at least in the early days too, whenever they had to prepare every meal by hand, this would have saved them a lot of time because they didn't have to prepare meals. And it also saves money because you don't have to buy as much food. And so there's a lot of cool benefits like that too. But free up your schedule if you can. And if you can't, just during the meal times, whenever you would be eating, use that time as your time with God to seek Him. And look, you can pray all day long. You can literally spend time with God all day long, no matter what you're doing. Like you can invite Him to do anything you're doing. Please do that because He wants to. If you're going to school, if you're at practice, if you're, at work, whatever you're doing, just invite God to be a part of it. You can talk to Him the whole time. You can talk to Him while you're talking to somebody else. I do that sometimes. Like whenever I say my words and they start talking and I'm in my head, sometimes I'll start praying like whatever's on my mind at the time. Not trying to disengage from the conversation. Maybe I'm praying for them, or maybe I'm praying about what to say next or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. But you can include God in your whole day. It doesn't have to be just one little block of the day. And that's really the tips for fasting, really. I mean, it's really simple. It's just skipping food, not eating. But I will say this. Approach the fast, if you decide to do this, approach it with something to do. Don't just say, I'm going to skip lunch tomorrow. And then when lunch comes around, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm fasting. Man, this is hard. It's not cool. All right, God, well, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you'll just end up being disappointed, I think. So approach it with a reason. Approach it with a goal in mind. And it could be anything. It could just be that you just want to spend more time with God. It could just be that you want to just try to go deeper with God. You want to increase your intimacy with Him. That can be the reason you approach the fast. And so approach it with a goal in mind or a reason. And just use the time to seek Him. Use that time to seek Him. And if you get nervous, don't be nervous. It's just you're skipping food. Like you'll be fine. You will be. Just respond in obedience to whatever God would have you do. And I just encourage you to ask God, like, God, in light of this now information, maybe you're already an expert on fasting. I'm certainly not. But maybe you just say, God, in light of this information, in light of this teaching on fasting, what would you have me do? Would you have me do this at a certain time? And just ask God what He would have you do with that. And so that's we're just going to do that. A little bit of invitation time, maybe a couple minutes. Just maybe we'll just do it. We're not going to have a song, but just before we go, let's just pray. Spend some time praying, and I want to encourage you to ask God how He would have you, respond to this. And then I want to challenge you that I know God's a fan of fasting, so I don't think God's going to say, I never want you to fast. Please don't ever fast. So, but, God will deal with each of His children differently. So I just encourage you to put this into practice. Don't be a hearer of the word only. Let's be doers of the word. And so I encourage you to pick a day this week or next week to skip one meal. To skip one meal. And then work your way up. Maybe do a full day. And then go from there. But this is your relationship with God. I ain't going to tell you how to do it unless you're doing it wrong. Just kidding. So let's just spend some time praying. Just ask God how He would have you do this. Father in heaven, thank you so much for wanting to spend time with us, wanting to talk with us, wanting to commune with us, wanting to us abide in you and you in us, so that we can be in your presence. We can live with you now and forever. I mean, wow. Wow, and you've changed my life. And I still don't have the intimacy with you that I want to have, Father. So please take me deeper. And help me to be more disciplined in the spiritual disciplines. And on the topic of fasting, please direct me how you would have me implement that in my life. Please direct us all how you would have us implement that in our lives, so that we can be closer to you. We can worship you more intimately. We can just have this intimacy with you that is so deep, where we just love you. We actually can say we love you with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength. And that it would overflow into our love for others. We love them as we love ourselves. And that we would just live this life the way you would have us do it. And whatever way it looks like, Father, moving forward for all of us, including myself, please let it be clear and help us be obedient. Help us be obedient. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for being so good to me, to us. I love you. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
I know you have less than